Okay, hello everyone. So this is my presentation on the community day in AWS for AWS Community Day 2025. I'm just going to um, do this again because I have a quarrel with the internet. We were not able to do it then. Okay, so my presentation is about the ETL development with DynamoDB and Python. So that's our sponsor. So we have Gcash, AWS, Legal Match, Tutorial Dojo, City of Tech, Upper Cloud Labs, Gateway Cups, StartPoint, eCloud Valley, and Cloud Sensei. Okay, those are our sponsor. And this is the icebreaker. So when DynamoDB takes a selfie, it's called a snapshot. So that's me. I'm an advocate for mental health and national industrialization and acquired parsing and for Our Lady of Fatima in Don Mariano Sacred Heart and Our Lady of Sacred Heart in Brookside. I'm DJ. This is my YouTube. You can WhatsApp me through this address. That's my Facebook. Anyway, that's not important. So, what is ETL? So it's just basically extract, transform, and load. So you're basically um, pulling data from a source and then putting it into the destination. So you extract, you copy table to table, you transform, clean, enrich, and reshape the data, add enrich it, add some more information, and then match the schema of the destination, which is either your um, back table or dimension, and then when it conforms during the transform, we load it into the part into the destination table. But if you're loading into a warehouse, ideally the function of AWS is to get into the extract level. So because it's very good for ingress of data. So and DynamoDB is not DynamoDB isn't very strict to the schema. So it's ideal for the extract. And DynamoDB is ideal for application that that's global application because DynamoDB is everywhere in your region. So you can just use your global application to connect to your enabled DynamoDB in particular region. So why use ETL? Use it to centralize data, enables unified reporting, improve data quality, enables analytics, and yeah, you can prepare it for Amazon site, Redshift, or Athena. Python Lambda, when you use Python to do ETL, you actually deploy the Python in the Lambda. And it's a popular programming language, Python, used for scripting, automation, data processing, and back-end development. AWS Python is commonly used in ETL with both of 3 SDK to interact with DynamoDB, S3, Lambda, and more. And AWS Lambda, it's a service that's serverless that runs your code in response to an event, and you don't need to spin up a server. And you write function open in Python and AWS to execute when triggered by something like somebody upload file in S3. There's some data that was loaded to DynamoDB, or there's an API gateway request, or you have a scheduled event that's going to be run by Chrome. Why do we use Lambda? It's serverless, so you just code. You don't need to worry about spinning up the servers or connection or everything. Just go into the server and code it. It has event-driven automation that can easily trigger ETL job from S3 uploads, API call, or schedule event as we mentioned a while ago. It's scalable. It scales up and down automatically if there's a burst in the load, or it shrinks automatically when there's no one using it. It's cost efficient. You pay only for the compute time used, making it the ideal for lightweight intermittent ETL tasks. It integrates with the rest of the services smoothly, like DynamoDB, Step Function, and SMS for orchestrated workflow. Now, why use Python? It has a very rich ecosystem. There's a lot of plugins that you can use, and like Panda, NumPy. There's also for AI. It is used for rapid deployment. You can just ask Copilot to build the code for you. There's also custom logic, and it's ideal for transforming, cleaning, or enriching data before loading into the storage or analytic platform. It has a very wide community support. DynamoDB is also a fully managed service. You don't need to spin up a server as well. It just like Python Lambda, it is scalable. It's scale up and down automatically. It's very fast, and it's fully managed, automatic scaling, built-in security with IAM. It also integrates with encryption, and it has DynamoDB streams, which is basically equal to your log. You can use it to do data capture for change data capture, or if there's something a change in your database, you can make use the Dynamo stream to replicate it to another database provider, or you can respond to that event. Companies using DynamoDB, there's a lot. There's 1 million, I think 1 million, almost 1 million company that's already using DynamoDB, and you have 90 million transaction per second per day. And it's best practice. DynamoDB is available in every region, and you need to choose one that's closest to you. Also, you need to index the table so you don't scan everything in your table. And what's free for Lambda, it's since it's a managed service, you can do 1 million pre-requests for your Lambda Python for 1 month, 1 million free. 400 gigabytes per second of compute time per month, which means you can run millions of lightweight Python function monthly without paying. And if your function uses 128 megabytes of memory, which is a lot, you can run for 1 second, you could run it 3.2 million times without paying any cent. So it's pretty much cheap. And that's about it for the presentation. We're gonna jump into the demo, and hopefully we have a better internet. So for the demo, this is my sample data, and the scenario is that we have 3 friends who come together and decided that they want to put up a company, and they want to get the customers. And since this is Excel, they come up with different schema, and you need to come up with a customer management system right away for these triggers. Right. Oh, what I've done, I already upload that in the S3 bucket in my DynamoDB, which is no, I uploaded that to the S3. I mean, so we go to S3. It's not loaded in DynamoDB. No, I was just kidding. And we don't have internet again, which is very good. Okay, so let's go to our S3 setting to the console for this one. No, it's not hot. So I'm here in my S3 and I actually uploaded those files here. And let's get the go to get to this one. So those triggers created um, the list of customer in Excel, and we added this customer ID, and we have customer agent, and those two make it unique. Even if we combine the uh, the 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 the, the files in one table, and the schema is totally different, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to build the CRM for these people very quickly. And I already copied that, and I'm going to go to my DynamoDB here in a second. And I'm gonna import that to into a customer something. Okay, here in my DynamoDB, I'm going to create um, I'm going to create a table, or I'm just going to import from S3, right? And then import table, and then I'm going to customer demo 01, and we are going to import CSV, right? And comma separated, and no, it's asking for the source, right? Which is the S1, which is this one is fine, right? I already uploaded to the S3 bucket. So just to make the demo fast, very fast. And what we're going to do is import this S1 file into our new table, which is what I'm trying to prove here is I don't even need to write a code, right? And what I'm going to do is add customer ID and make it a number, and I'm gonna add the customer agent, which is my sort key, and these two it creates the primary key for this particular table. I'm gonna click next, and we're gonna import that to customer demo 01, and it's gonna take some time. And as you notice, I only created the key, the sort key, and the partition key, and we'll start importing that. And we have to wait until the end of the word. No, it will take some time. And while that's taking some time, that's customer demo 01. Take note of that. We're loading the data to it without even defining the fields, right? And while we're waiting for that, we're gonna go to the customer. Gonna go to the DynamoDB, and I'm gonna do it with code this time. But I'm going to load all the three files into the customer table. I mean, we're gonna drop this first, and then confirm and delete. Okay, well, we'll check if that demo was already. It's still importing, right? It's a bit slow with the console, and it's much faster when you actually code it. And we're gonna create the customer table, and just the same customers, and we're gonna do the customer ID, and we're gonna do it as a number there, and customer agent. And this is fine. I'm gonna create that table, and it's creating the customers table. While it's creating the customer table, I'm gonna jump into the Lambda that I already created. Not exactly. I asked AI to create it for me. And here's the Lambda, and okay. Okay, let's see what's happening already. So we still importing. We created a table customer. It's already there, which is customers for the second table. Customer demo was the first one. So this one, um, this customer demo, that's codeless. So we just create a table, import CSV, and that's it. And for this one, we're gonna copy this. Oh no, we don't need to do that. Um, Now that customers table is already there, right? We created that. We just create the partition key and the short key, which is the customer ID and the customer agent. Okay, and then we're gonna jump um, into this lambda, which is I'm gonna copy everything, and I'm gonna open Notepad probably, and then analyze what we have written here. So um basically you can code lambda. So it's just basically import the library, and then we define the region, and where's the location of all the S3, and there you go. And then what it's going to do is it's gonna look on all the S3 object, and then it's going to process, um, and then it's going to load, right? So yeah, it's just look at the file on those S3 bucket, and if it's CSV, do this thing. So it's going to load into the reader's gonna read that file, and then it's going to load the files into the records into the records variable, and then else if it doesn't see anything, and then it's just skip, right? So basically it's just go into the S3 and load the file from S3 to the customers table, which has the partition key, customer ID, and sort key, which is the agent, customer agent. And it's going to load everything that is on that S3 bucket, right? And you can actually just ask Copilot or ChatGPT to do this code. I don't want to go in depth with that code, but it's just basically um, a few lines of code, and then you can already you can already load everything into the S3. So let's go into the into the Amazon, to Amazon DBN. Let's go to that customer table, and there's nothing in there, right? So we're not seeing anything. This one is we actually just use that import from S3. Hopefully it's finished now, and we're supposed to be seeing data here. Oh, it's already there. So this is the first demo. I did not actually write anything in it, right? And now I can. So I didn't write any code. I just import the table, and I can now edit this if I want to. Now there's a UI, and you can already edit it. You can add new record. You can delete this record if you want. Remove the attributes, update the attribute. And we just upload the data. We didn't even define these fields. And now we can add, edit, delete into this table. And then we can query that as well. And then there's, yeah, that was the first one. So that customer demo, we just use this import from S3. Now we have this customer demo table, and now we can query this like SQL. And explore item, you can actually write a query, right? And you can write a query and run it, and then it's going to show you this, right? But we're not interested in that. We are interested in loading everything to the customer, and we're gonna run that Lambda. Lambda. Okay, and we're gonna start that when you did the code. After that, click deploy, and then just click this test, and it's going to run. And it's executing now, and so far there's no error. And when we go to the customer table, it's a lot faster than just importing it. It take 2 seconds, and everything's already loaded in your customer. And as you can see here, so I already have combine all the table, which has totally different schema, right? It doesn't care. It only care for the primary key, customer ID, and customer agent, and then combines all the data, and you can actually edit from here. So when you click that, you can see that data, edit it, change it, or whatever. Now you have the CRM very quickly. In less than 5 minutes, you have a system, and now you can edit it, and you can even view this as a JSON and edit that. And if you have the wrong field, it will align. For example, you have first name and name, you can just change the attribute of the fields, and it will align, it will correct. And yep, that's it for the demo. And yeah, when you save and close, so every record is actually a JSON object, and that's why it doesn't really care about the schema. But it's very very fast, like as I shown with a Lambda function that we created. It just 1 second, everything was uploaded right from S3. Now, one thing that we go for the permission is when you create a Lambda, it goes to it will give you a default user. And all I've done, that's why I didn't even set up permissions, right? But I did change the service role for the user role for the Lambda to actually have access to DynamoDB, and which is, so it automatically, when you create a Lambda, it automatically creates a role for you in this one, and I just grant it access to DynamoDB and S3. And yep, that's all for now. That's for the demo. Again, my name's Joey, and keep in touch on Facebook, and you can WhatsApp me if you need tutorials, or you need the DJ or whatever, choir, maybe 1 hour choir, so you can contact me. That's all for now, and thank you for watching. Again, it's nice to meet you in the AWS Cloud Day, Community Day, and we would like to thank our sponsor on behalf of the AWS user group. for sponsoring the event. For the platinum sponsors, we have GCAS and the AWS, Legal Maths, Tutorial Dojo, City of Stack, Upper Cloud Labs, and Gateway Cup, StartPoint, eCloud Valley, and Cloud Sensei. Again, thank you very much for having us on that venue, on that event, and it's a wonderful event. Thank you. We will be looking forward for more events in the future. Thank you very much.